So here we are, day 11, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different again, because I'm going to be focusing the workout on some rotation, and particularly rotation through our thoracic area of the spine, which can sometimes get a bit stuck. So if we can move our spine in the individual sections, so the cervical spine near the neck, the thoracic, which is around the ribs, and the lumbar, which is in the lower back, as separate parts, we're going to have a much healthier spine than if we can only move them as one section. So the idea today is just to get some more movement through that thoracic, which should in turn help you breathe better and just make you feel a whole lot looser around the back. Okay, so we're going to start by some breathing. So I want your feet hip distance apart, and we're going to inhale, take the arms up, and then we're going to exhale, rotate towards that back arm, keeping your hips facing as much forward as you can, and then down. I'll stand to the side so you can see. So inhale and exhale and down. Good. So depending on what time of the day you're doing this workout, or if you've done anything before, maybe one of the other workouts in the challenge, will really depend on how much movement you have right now. Okay, but hopefully by the end of this workout, you're going to have a lot more. Okay, and down, and just one more. And down. Okay, so now I want you to stand with your hands on your shoulders, and we're just going to circle the shoulders forward. Okay, and then circle them back. Excellent. So now standing side onto your mat, we're going to do a reverse lunge. So down, up, then you're going to lift the leg to tabletop, cross your wrists in front, rotate towards that knee, back, hands on your hips, and down. Good. We're going to use 6 on the same leg. This is 3. So this is incorporating rotation and some balance and some standing strength. 4. 5. And last one, and then we're going to hold it in that knee lifted position, and we're going to do 5 rotations. So 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Bend the knees, and let's come to the other side. So reverse lunge, down, up, in, rotate. So you might find that you have more rotation one side than the other. I certainly do, because I have a scoliosis in my spine. It's 3. 4. 5, and last one, and then we're going to hold it. 6. Okay, so now let's do 5 rotations. If you can't hold the knee up, just tap the toe, because the focus today is on rotation. But if you can hold that knee up, that's brilliant. 2 more. And last one. Knee down. And now we're going to go down onto the mat. Okay, so we're going to lie on our back. So hold around the thighs, rolling down. We're going to bring the knees to tabletop one at a time. Okay, we're going to glue the knees together and the feet together. Arms are coming to a low V, palms facing the ceiling. Okay, we're going to let the knees and hips go over, knees and feet go over to one side, and then use those obliques to bring them back to the other side. So now we're going to get some movement through that lower back. So inhale, they go over. Exhale, bring them back. Let's do one more either side. Right, now we're going to hold, we're going to take individual legs out to the side. So you're going to let the left leg fall open and bring it back. And the right and back. Good. So I don't want you to rock over as you let that leg go out. You're keeping nice and stable. You're just letting the leg go out to the side and then in. Okay, 2 more either side. This is a little hip opener. Last one. And just hug those knees in. So now I want you to put your feet flat on the mat, hip distance apart, neutral pelvis, little gap between your lower back and the mat. Head is resting nicely in your hands and your elbows are in your peripheral vision. We're going to do 10 regular ab preps. So we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale coming up, ribs are gliding towards the pelvis, eye gaze is to the knees, and we lengthen away. For 2, 3, 6, 7, nice and controlled, 8, 9, and last one, 10. So now we're going to add in the rotation. So we're going to do an oblique twist. You're going to bring your knee in and then when you lower down, you're going to tap it away. So rotate and tap. So you should feel it here. Okay, so sometimes the obliques take a little bit of getting used to. It's not always easy to feel it. Maybe adjust slightly until you can feel it in your obliques. I've now lost count, so let's do 4 more. 4, 3, so shoulder towards the knee, 2, 1. Now hold it up, extend that arm to the outside of the knee, and we're going to pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, and let's do the other side. So rotate and tap, coming across and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, last one, 10. Extend that arm and pulses. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower down and just hug those knees. And hopefully you did feel that in your obliques. Okay, so one more oblique exercise. We're going to do oblique single leg stretch. So knees are in tabletop. Hold them behind the thighs, tuck the chin, roll up, lifting that head and chest. Okay, head is in the hands, and we're going to extend and rotate for 2, 3, 4, we're doing 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, 10. And then just lengthen one leg and then cross the other leg to get a nice twisting stretch in that lower back. And hopefully you felt those obliques now. I can feel them. And breathe. And then changing legs. Knee in and then rotate. So now holding on behind the thighs and coming up to a seated position. Okay, so your legs are going long. So if this position is not comfortable for you, I want you to bend the knees slightly, or sit on a folded towel or a yoga brick, or just something to elevate you up a little bit more to ease those help those hamstrings. Okay, we're going to start with a supine spine stretch. So arms are coming long, shoulders are nice and relaxed. We inhale to prepare. Exhale, abs are pulling back as you're reaching forward beyond the toes. Okay, inhale here, and exhale, rolling up. Again. And coming up, making sure the head comes back too. And up, let's do 3 more. My hamstrings aren't feeling super loose today. I think that's courtesy of a body attack in the garden session yesterday morning, which seemed to be a lot of hamstring work. And then last one. And up. Good. So now I want you to take your feet the width of the mat. Still keep those feet flexed. Arms are coming out to a T. So we're going to now rotate up. We're going to saw off our little toe, lifting up, and then untwist. So it's really important that when you rotate, you don't grind down on the spine, okay? So imagine that you're a cork coming out of a bottle. You're lifting up, rotate, down, and untwist. Okay, other side. Up. Okay, I find this exercise quite challenging, but I know that it's so super good for my back that I know I need to do it. So some of you may find this exercise easy, and others like me may find it challenging, but to stick with it because it really helps. It's also really good for your hamstrings. Let's do 2 more either side. Keep lifting up. And last one. And then just butterfly those legs in and round over. And now we're going to come onto our tummy. Okay, so I want your forehead resting on the back of your hands. Okay, so as always, I know I say this every time, but it's super important. The glutes and hamstrings pull down and the abs lift up, like you have an ice cube underneath that tummy button, just to protect the lower back. Okay, so my forehead is resting on the back of my hands. Okay, and I'm just going to lightly push through those hands as I extend the spine up and then lower down. Inhale up and exhale down. Good. And down. 2 more like this. And last one. Okay, so now we're going to glue the hands to the forehead, which means that it's going to add a whole lot of extra weight. So we're going to lift up and come down. So really brace those abs to take the extra weight, and maybe don't come up so high. 2 more like this. So we're going to add on 1 more, and just give it a try. If you don't like it, stick with either the first exercise or the second. So we're going to come up, we're going to peep up, and then peep the other side, and then down. We'll just do 4 of these. Peep, peep, and down. Last 2. and down, and one more. And down. Brilliant. And we're going to end with a lovely open book stretch. Oh, great. It's my favourite one. Okay, so shins are lining up with the front of the mat. Either hands are around your ears or your top hand is long. And we're going to inhale here. Exhale, keep the hips facing forward and really rotate through that thoracic around the rib cage. And then close it down. So the long arm. And down. Two more. And last one. And down, and then roll over to the other side. I'll just flip around. Okay, so make sure those hip bones are stacked and pointing forward. Inhale, and then exhale over. Close it down. Just two more. And last one. And you are done. I really hope you enjoyed that because it was pretty much a full body workout, but we tried to just incorporate a bit more rotation, and hopefully you now feel like just a bit more loose, that you can move the spine a bit more freely, you can maybe breathe better, and you just haven't got any stiff fascia underneath your arms down the sides anymore. I will see you again tomorrow, and I don't remember what we're doing, but it'll be something great. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.